Welcome to the Create tab. This is the gem I told you about in the intro video, because contained within here, we're going to be following along in a graph, is a set of 6 simple tools that you can use to draw out verbalization from your child. Because when a child can speak, they can ask you for what they want. They can tell you what they desire. They can share if they're hungry, thirsty, or in pain, and this just makes life easier, much more easier if they don't talk, for both the child and the parent. So the first tool I will give you is C, and that is to commit to the process of being with your child and using books to help draw out words from them. And this means to turn off the phone and the TV and to simply be available for them. The power tool behind commit is connect. And this means not to just be with your child in body, but in mind and spirit as well. To open up your heart and watch them and see how precious they are, and just simply be willing to spend the time with them without an agenda. The second tool in the Create to Speak is R, and that's repeat. And repeat means that it's important for parents to start using their words and giving labels to everything they see, they do, and they touch. So this looks like, instead of handing them a snack and saying, "Here you go," we start to label everything. Here is your juice, here are your apples, here are your crackers, and we're giving labels to everything. We're going for a walk, we're driving in the car, we're just giving language, and by doing that we are modeling what we want from our children back. The power tool behind repeat is that we want to request from our child what we want from them. So we can prompt them by using, "I would like you to use your words." And we're giving them a clear and simple directive so that they can step into what they want. Children want to please us. And when they do even make an effort, an attempt to use their words, we want to respond. I talked about in the intro video how some children don't understand the purpose of their words. But by responding to them, we give them a sense of purpose. We teach them that they get positive reinforcement in attention from us by doing that, and this will prompt them, and they'll have the desire and understanding that their words have a lot of power. The third step is E, and that is expand. So once we've been able to develop basic language tools with them, like for example dog, we want to move into a place of adding simple yet descriptive words to dog, like little dog or white dog, and that way we can help to expand their vocabulary in that way. The power tool behind expand, that is to encourage them. We can say simple things like, "I know you can do this, I'm here to help you. Don't worry if you make mistakes, that's how we all learn." You're really just encouraging them on a deep level to want to make the effort and make it okay for them not to succeed in that moment. The fourth step after expand is allow. And the tool in allow is really allow your child time to process. And this means that if we are leaving a gap in our language and asking them to use our words, we have to understand their brains are just developing, and that it takes time for the sound to go in their ears, it takes time for the brain to process this, turn it into language, and let it come out. So a lot of the television shows with children right now use that leaving gaps and allowing children, prompting them to use their words. And that's probably one of the most important pieces. If they're struggling to get that step, you can always offer them the first syllable of something, and again, allow them an opportunity to find their voice and step in with the word. The power tool behind allow is allow. not just related to language, but allow your child to be the true essence of who they are. Allow them to be their perfect little self with all their little quirks, and just really truly allow them to be the perfection that really they are. The fifth step is T, taking turns. And this means what we want to do is allow our child an opportunity to take turns with us. So we may allow them to take a turn turning a page of a book. We may allow them to take a turn in completing the words of a song. But they'll only do this if we leave the gap and prompt them to do this. But taking turns is a really important tool. Now, the power tool behind taking turns is to thank them. And when you thank your child for making an effort, we teach them that we really value what they're doing, and this is a very, very important life skill. If you've ever opened the door for somebody and they didn't say thank you, you can understand it's so deflating, and you really don't want to do it again. So if your child's making an effort, you're taking the time to thank them and recognize them and honor them for doing that. The last step in Create is E, and that is enjoy. So the tool is to enjoy the process of singing these books with your child, being with your child, learning with them, growing with them, and really just to be in that space of enjoying that time with them. And the power tool behind that is really to enjoy your relationship and your connection, and to drop the agenda of, yes, you want them to speak, yes, you want them to use their words, but just developing the ability to be with your child and simply enjoy the process of parent-child relationship that you are creating together. It is my hope that you will use these tools to draw out language from your child. It is my hope they'll find their voice, and that you can use this to step into your role as a parent and advocate and teacher for your child. And I wish you all the best with that. My name is Susan Jones Moore, and thank you for being with me today on createtospeak.com.